All rise. Judge Vonda B court is now in session. Judge's case number JVB1055, Scott case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Mrs. Scott, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I am just really tired of my husband not doing things that he should be doing, such as spending quality time with me and our 17-year-old daughter.
Okay.
He's just not coming up to par, and frankly, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of it.
All right. So you all have a 17-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And you're tired of him not spending quality time with you and your daughter.
That's right.
I can totally understand that. Now, what does that have to do with me?
Well, I want a divorce.
You want a divorce because of that? You want to put him on child support because of that?
Today's case gets messy fast. Mrs. Scott has reached her breaking point. She's tired of her retired military husband, Mr. Scott, and she's not holding back. She says he doesn't take her out, doesn't spend time with their 17-year-old daughter, and she's over it. Her solution? She wants a divorce and to hit him with child support. But here's where the story takes a turn. This man has been a provider for years. After 50 years of service in the military, he finally retired. Now, instead of enjoying his rest, he finds himself being dragged into court because his wife...
Yes, obviously. I mean, he is the provider of our home, and absolutely, I want child support.
He's the provider of your home and you just want to get rid of him like that?
I just feel
Because
like,
you're being petty and in your feelings?
well, I feel like we've just grown apart, and I'm just tired of him not making me happy. He doesn't take me out. We don't do fun things anymore. And frankly, I'm bored.
Oh, okay. Mr. Scott, why are you boring this woman to death over here?
I'm not real sure why I'm here.
Honestly, I'm not sure why you're here either. It sounds like she's just in her feelings right now because you're not spending time with her and your 17-year-old daughter. And you know, that's not what court is for. We don't just place people on child support because we're in our feelings.
I recently retired. I'm tired. I worked 50 years. And
Where did you retire?
Bored. That's when Judge Vonda B steps in. And as always, she doesn't play around. She cuts through the tears, the accusations, and the drama. The real question she puts on the table is simple. If Mr. Scott has been the steady provider, financially stable, with no history of neglect, abuse, or abandonment, then why are we even here? Mrs. Scott isn't claiming harm. She isn't claiming irresponsibility. She's claiming boredom. And that forces everyone in the courtroom to pause and consider, is emotional boredom enough to justify child support? This is where things get even deeper. Mr. Scott is
from the military.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
This man is tired. That's why he probably doesn't want to spend quality time all the time. Can you give him a break?
Well,
And sir, can you spend some more time with your 17-year-old daughter?
When she's home, I'm more than willing to do that, but she's 17 years old.
Right.
I mean, she has a life, friends, a phone, and I'm available.
I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that. Mrs. Scott, let's not be petty. Don't do that. There is no reason to come to court and divorce this man, place him on child support, especially if you say he's a provider. He seems like he's a good man, retired military. He takes care of you, obviously. You look beautiful. So I don't think this is the right route that you need to go. Most people that come in this court get put on child support because they either deserve to be put on it or they were doing something they didn't have any business doing when it comes down to not taking care of their kids. So I just wouldn't want to put this man on child support just because, like I said, you're in your feelings.
Retired military man. That detail changes the entire dynamic. For decades, he's lived in a world of order, sacrifice, and duty. He's probably missed birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, and school events, all in the name of service to his country. He comes home now, retired, likely struggling to adjust to a normal civilian family life. And suddenly, his wife is demanding more excitement, more date nights, more energy. The clash isn't about money. It's about two people caught at different stages of life, trying to make sense of what comes next. Judge Vonda wastes no time reminding everyone that the courtroom is not the place for this kind of argument. Court is not your emotional diary. It isn't where you go because the spark faded or because your partner doesn't want to binge watch shows with you anymore. Family court exists to deal with legal obligations, not emotional frustrations. Without abuse, neglect, or...
Your Honor, I really don't feel like I'm in my feelings because it's important in a relationship for there to be wonderful things happening. We have to find ways to keep our relationship healthy and strong and moving forward. We can't just stand still and be
like
stagnant. I mean, he's got to come up, he's got to do more.
Mr. Scott, can you assure Mrs. Scott that you're going to do more so you do not have to come in this courtroom and be placed on child support for a 17-year-old child?
I think her concern is it cannot solely be a burden for me. We have to work together.
I agree.
We.
I agree.
Yes.
You like that? I like that. That touched my heart.
Financial irresponsibility, Mrs. Scott's case starts to look less like justice and more like revenge. But this raises a fascinating question. At what point does emotional unhappiness in a marriage become a legal matter? That line is blurry, and in this case, Judge Vonda draws it in bold ink. If you're unhappy, that's one thing, but dragging someone into court just because they don't live up to your expectations? That's not what child support is for. Then comes the unexpected twist. The truth slips out. Mrs. Scott admits she still loves her husband. The tension shifts when Mr. Scott says,
Okay, and he loves you too. So, can I go ahead and dismiss this case and put people on child support that need to be on here?
Yes.
Thank you. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
quiet firmness. We must work together. Even Judge Vonda's heart softened at that moment. What was shaping up to be another bitter fight in family court suddenly turned into something rare, a moment of reconciliation. This wasn't really about child support. It wasn't even really about divorce. It was about a marriage stuck in routine, a wife crying out for attention, and a husband trying to figure out how to live after decades of military duty. And instead of the court fueling more division, it became the place where both of them face the truth. In the end, Judge Vonda made it crystal clear. Feelings aren't facts. Emotional neglect may sting, but it doesn't make for a child support case. She dismissed the case outright. No child support. No divorce decree. Just a much-needed wake-up call for two people who clearly still care about each other. So what do we take away from the Scott's case? A reminder that not every courtroom showdown ends in punishment. Sometimes it ends in perspective. Sometimes the lesson isn't about money or custody. It's about facing cracks in a marriage and deciding whether to fix them.